Moondog here. We are at SHOT Show 2026, and I'm heading over to the Steiner booth to check out their newest products. I hear they have a cool new red dot. We got my buddy Phil up here. Phil.
Hey there, Tom.
How you doing?
Doing all right.
And I see you have what I was looking for in your hands. What do we have here?
This is the Steiner mps-c. So the MPS has been really, really popular on full-size pistols as an enclosed red dot.
Yes.
And now this is going to be for these subcompact type red dots. So this is also enclosed, fits on the RMSC footprint. As you can see, we've got some awesome, crisp, clear Steiner glass. It actually has a 1.6 MOA dot, but it's really, really bright, so it actually shows up really nice.
Oh, nice.
Super easy to pick up. There is a shake-awake functionality that can be turned off. If you run it on continuous on mode, which I vastly prefer, it'll run for about 20,000 hours on the 5th brightness setting.
So 20,000 hours on continuous on?
Yeah.
Wow, okay, so that's roughly a little over 2 years for us normal folk. Yeah.
Right.
So,
I mean, I swap them all out between Christmas and New Year's anyway, so.
Excellent. And if you have it on the sleep mode, then what, 5 years? 50,000 hours?
I know a lot longer is all I know.
Oh, all right, fair enough. So, yeah, that thing is like, what, roughly half, maybe 75% of the size of the regular one? That is pretty compact.
Yeah, absolutely. As a matter of fact, let me grab one. I'll show you side by side. For 1 sec, folks.
What kind of battery is this one? Oh, yeah, you can see how much smaller that is. That is awesome, which makes me wonder, why wouldn't you just go with a smaller one?
There's a lot of folks who are really, really excited about this for exactly that reason. They're like, well, I don't need the full size. Now that this is available, I might just stick with that.
Yeah, and if you could make that with an RMR footprint, then yeah, without the plate, that would be nice. But anyway, that's great, and that's going to be available. Is that out now, or what time?
We're looking at about 4 months from now, so April-ish.
Okay, excellent. Well, I'm looking forward to. Hopefully, you can get me a testing and evaluation sample of that. But
yeah, you were chatting with Angela earlier. I'm sure she'd be able to get you all hooked up.
Oh, excellent, cool. So is there anything else that's
so this is the MPS-c is the one that's new for 2026 in the optics world. I also have a sweet laser over here you guys should check out.
Oh yeah, okay. That's what I wanted to see.
Oh yeah. Here, let me set those guys down. So this new laser is called Atlas. You see that we've got some people playing with them right now already. So Atlas is the Advanced Tactical Laser Aiming System. You see it's super low profile, super compact. Whole idea being that even with an LPVO on 1 power, I don't have much signature, and it's taking up like the bottom 15% of my field of view. So even when I'm wrapped up in it, I just barely see my thumbnail over it, and I can still see the crosshair and all of my holdovers and subtensions.
Oh, that's great. You don't have to run a super high mount to clear to get clearance in the front. How long is the battery life on that?
Battery life on this, last I heard, continuous is going to be around 3 hours-ish.
Okay.
Runs off a single CR123. There is a Crane plug there if you choose to use a remote switch. It'll require a smart switch in order to be able to do the visual override. But the whole idea with this thing is to be super ergonomic and be able to just use your C-clamp grip and actually be able to manipulate everything.
That's great. That's
without needing a remote.
Very ergonomic.
So I go to the left, I'm on visible, I'm on off, IR pointer, IR illuminator, IR both. There's actually 5 apertures on this thing, so you have a quick look-see in there. These 3 on this side here, these are all slaved together. So we've got our visible pointer, our IR pointer, and a VCSEL-based long-range illuminator. So
now, what does that mean?
VCSEL stands for Vertical Cavity Surface Emitting Laser, which is better than an edge emitting laser, which is what you typically get out of your other illuminators. What that really translates to is a cleaner image. So normally you get your illuminator out there, and it's got kind of like this weird squiggly lines through it, and it looks like you're looking through like a gel of some kind. this VCSEL illuminator, it is a solid spotlight. It is super crisp and clear and exactly round, and because it's so narrow, it is also paired up with the IR pointers. So when you do your windage and elevation adjustments here,
you don't have
they all move the same.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so your pointers are going to be right in the middle of that. You're not going to have it be off center or cockeyed. And so that's obviously going to be very important for your long range illumination needs. And then we have two more illuminators. We've got our flashlight, mid cone mode, and then this little guy right here is our wide field floodlight.
That little one is the flood?
Yeah. It's kind of odd that the small one has the biggest spread. You're able to really quickly adjust output with this button on the left, and spread of the illumination, choose which aperture with this button on the right. And the whole idea here, we've got two little LEDs indicating what they are way down under here, so that when I'm in my stack outside of a door, I can take a quick look, hit that button, it'll tell me what power mode I'm on, hit that button, it'll tell me what spread I'm on for my illuminator, and then I'm ready to go.
Very cool.
Yep.
That is some really good thinking. Excellent. You guys really hit the ball out of the ballpark with the design on this, and in terms of features, I think your market's going to be very impressed.
I certainly hope so. We put a lot of work into this thing. It's taken a lot to get it to market, and the whole idea is that it's going to be received well, we hope. I will also point out, not only is it extremely small and compact with that low profile, this is also extremely lightweight, since these parts of the body are magnesium and that front nose cone is nice durable aluminum.
Okay, well, like ballpark weight-wise, what's that? With the battery going to be, or without battery? I'm
not 100% sure on weight. I do know that it is coming in much lighter than any of its competitors.
Now, when's this going to be available?
So we actually are shipping them now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you, for those of you who are watching this, if I can, I'll get the specs and post it on screen. Awesome. So, anything else you want to share with us?
Yeah, have you guys seen the American-made scopes that we're doing?
Oh, okay. There we go. You sold me right there. American-made.
Yeah. So it's actually the facility in Greeley, Colorado, where Burris and Steiner USA are housed. We're actually building the H6XI hunting scopes and the T6XI tactical rifle scopes, all in the United States. And you can see right in there, designed, machined, assembled in the United States of America.
There we go. America.
Gotta love that. So
American made, but still
German
Steiner.
glass.
Yes, German
Steiner's
glass.
sending us the glass. They grind, polish, and cut all of their own lenses. They put their own coatings on it. They do take care of all of that in Germany, send the lenses to us, and we do everything else in-house in Colorado. These guys right here, the H6XI series, are a kind of a hybrid hunting scope. But there's actually a couple of really cool folks that are doing tactical stuff with them, because they're so lightweight and compact, especially these 2-12 by 42s. I love this form factor, and I especially love this one here with MRAD turrets. The mill model has a Christmas tree style reticle, but it's kind of dialed back. It's not as hectic as some of the more precision oriented models, but it does give you a solid Christmas tree. That is my go-to MPVO. I'll have a piggyback dot on top of it.
That's the way to go.
100%.
Yeah.
I absolutely love that setup. Best scope ever, in my opinion. But for our traditional hunters, we do have MOA models as well in both front and rear focal plane. And that reticle for the MOA models is kind of a BDC with markings out every 50 yards to 500.
Oh, excellent. What I love about the MPVOs, and Steiner especially, is you guys give you all the features, but still keep the weight down.
Indeed. So the H6XI, that's the whole idea, is they are based on the T6XI line over here, but they've been slimmed down to a 30 millimeter tube and extracted all the weight that we possibly could out of it to make a nice lightweight scope. But speaking of those T6XIs, if you are looking for a more fully featured tactical rifle scope, it's a little bit beefier. These are all 34 millimeter tubes on our higher magnification models with locking turrets. So we've got that turret lock right there so that we don't accidentally bump it and make any adjustments. Nice bright indicators on there. A 2.5 to 15 power. This one is pretty awesome with how short it is. My favorite, the 3 to 18 by 56. So we've got a big old bell on there to pull in a ton of light. And of course our 5 to 30 by 56 long range precision model. Also in the T6XI line is this LPVO model. This is a first focal plane with the KC1 reticle designed in collaboration with Kinetic Consulting Group.
Nice.
Yeah.
Have you had a chance to shoot this one?
I have. I do really like this LPVO. I'm a sucker for first focal plane, and every time somebody's coming out with a good one in a lower power magnification LPVO, 1:6, 1:4, it's always interesting. Like, well, why did you do that? This one is especially awesome because there is a very very large circle that when you flip it from 1 power to 6 power, it's gone.
Oh yes, that's
it
sort of
completely
morphing.
zooms to outside of the field of view. You don't have to worry about it anymore. But when you're down on 6 power, it gives you a fantastic aiming point, and all your little tick marks on the inside are so small they might as well not be there.
Excellent. I gotta definitely check that one out. Do you have anything that is top secret, prototype-y? To show us
yes,
today?
back on that Atlas, we'll talk about it real quick. I don't know if we'll be able to publish much, but I'll tell you a little bit about it. I've seen this for the first time here at the show, and it is this LPVO here. This is the M10XI. So this is a 1:10. Again, this is German made, so this is coming straight out of Steiner, Germany. I do not know much about it. I saw it on a price list a couple of weeks ago, and I didn't expect to really see it here at the show, but here it is. I do love having a 1:10 for once. The reticle in it's pretty solid. It's kind of a broken circle style of reticle in there. On 1 power, it's very nice and crisp, but nice bright illumination. And then on 10 power, I've obviously got some very functional holdover markings elements in there.
Oh, that's really cool. So the M10XI, M10XI. So this may be the first time you're seeing this, folks. Mm-hmm. Well, I much appreciate that. And when you get specs on that, I'm sure you don't know when that's coming out, or is it out? If it's out, I don't know.
I have no idea. This is going to be, this is one of those that I didn't even expect to be out there on the floor, so I don't know what else to tell you. But obviously we'll be in touch and make sure we'll find out what we can share, and whatever we can, we'll get you all the details on.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Well, I really appreciate getting possibly an exclusive on this. And if you like this exclusive footage and information, be sure to hit that like button, the subscribe button, and the notification bell buttons before this video ends. So thanks for taking the time to watch this video. You be safe out there. God bless. Moondog and Philip out. I covered a ton of stuff at SHOT Show. Leave me a comment and let me know which brands or products you'd like to see next. What did you think of the video? Leave me a comment, and you can always chat with me on X, Facebook, or Instagram. You can find useful links in the video description and check out my other videos, channels, and my website, moondogindustries.com.